Do you find yourself constantly making excuses for your behavior? If yes, then let us learn about just a few common defense mechanism examples that can limit your progress and help you. So, hi everyone, today's video is simply psychology and defense mechanism. I'm Pratima. I welcome you all to this video. So, this word defense mechanism was coined by Sigmund Freud, the great psychologist and founder of psychoanalysis. In his psychoanalytic theory, Sigmund Freud noted defense mechanism as a tactic developed by the ego to protect against anxiety. According to Freud, anxiety is an unpleasant inner state that people seek to avoid. Anxiety acts as a signal to the ego that things are not going the way they should. As a result, the ego then employs some sort of defense mechanism to help and reduce these feelings of anxiety. Then came to this field Anna Freud, daughter of Sigmund Freud. She studied more about this defense mechanism and coined different categories of this defense mechanism. According to her, most common defense mechanisms are denial, repression, displacement, projection, reaction formation, regression, rationalization, sublimation, intellectualization. These are the most common. Still, there are many more defense mechanisms are there. Let us learn this common mechanism one by one. First is denial. This defense mechanism occurs when the individual refuses to accept reality to avoid stress, unpleasant feelings, and anxiety. For example, if we ask an alcoholic if he has a problem with drinking, he will most often deny it. Depression. This occurs to make use of unconscious exclusion or holding back of feelings. For example, a young child forgets being bitten by a dog, but it develops a phobia for whole future of dogs whenever he gets older. Displacement. By displacement, one transfers his emotions or frustrations from the person or situation to someone or something else entirely. For example, a man who is frustrated because his boss made him work late comes home and yells at his wife when he returns home. So, displacement is not a good defense mechanism. Next is your projection. Projection is a common coping tool for avoiding unpleasant feelings by blaming others. For example, student blames his teacher's dislike of him for his poor grade or weak result. So again, the projection is not a good defense mechanism. Reaction formation. Reaction formation reduces anxiety by taking up the opposite feeling, impulse, or behavior. For example, treating someone you strongly decide in an excessively friendly manner in order to hide your true feelings. Next is regression. When we are troubled or frightened in stress, our behaviors often become more childish or primitive. To be more secure, to have feeling of secure. For example, the children may begin to suck their thumb again or wet the bed when they need to spend some time without parents or with strangers. Defense mechanism 7. Rationalization. When a person finds a situation difficult to accept, he will make up a logical reason why it has happened. For example, a person didn't qualify for promotion, explain that he or she does not want to so much of responsibility being in a higher post. Defense mechanism sublimation. Sublimation defense mechanism occur when you transform your conflicted emotions, unmet desires, or unacceptable impulses into productive outlets. For example, a very aggressive person might become a professional athlete, or a person wants to be a doctor. If he or she cannot be, he can make their career in being a nurse. Next is intellectualization. Intellectualization defense mechanism allows us to avoid thinking about the stressful emotional aspect of situation and instead focus only on the intellectual components. For example, a person who had just been diagnosed with a terminal illness might focus on learning everything about the disease in order to avoid distress and remain distant from the reality of the situation. But you can rely on defense mechanism up to a limit. Some are very good to use. For example, last two, your sublimation is very good. You can make something compensation, and intellectualization is also very good. Everyone deals with defense mechanisms. It is very natural, but when you rely too heavily on these defense mechanisms and make excuses, you could be making progress. It is time to analyze your behavior and change your ways to use defense mechanism appropriately. Otherwise, it may deplete your mental health. So thank you all the subscribers. Thank you all the viewers for watching the video. Thank you and have a nice time.